Am I live? Am I live? I gotta check if I am live. Yeah, I'm live. All right, everybody. We're live. And Ardent is already here. Hey, Ardent. Hudson Hawk is a masterpiece. Ah, Rome. I did my first barehanded strangulation in Rome. That was the only funny line I thought was in that movie. And it was delivered by James Coburn, the great James Coburn. Ha ha. But other than that, Jesus. Come on. I mean, it's a masterpiece of suck, I guess you could say. Uh, but yeah, that didn't that end Danny Aiello's career? I think he did a few more things after that, but that was it for him. Bruce Willis survived it. I remember him going on the Late Show. Ardent, hey buddy, I just wanted a cappuccino. Ha! That's from the movie too, I believe. Um, and so Bruce Willis went on the Late Show with David Letterman when Letterman was still doing it. Indie Phantom, the BO is on fire. Ooh, too soon. We'll be talking about that today. Everything's on fire in Hollywood. Everything. Ardent, Andy McDowell did okay afterwards. It's true. I forgot she was in it. She was in it? I don't remember. I don't remember her in that. But yeah, the movie, Bruce Willis, he came as closest to a star panning his own movie as anyone ever did on The Late Show. He was mad. Indie Phantom, how the F Den of Thieves hit #1? There's nothing else out, I think. Carter Chain, I'm on fire. Sorry to hear that. Ardent, Hollywood, do you mean firewood? Ooh, too soon. LeMay is also here. Hi. Hi, LeMay. Ardent, she was a female lead. Yeah, I don't even think I saw the whole movie. I think I saw clips. Ardent says, hey ya to everyone. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the fires because I don't know if I'll have anything to talk about in movies in the next couple of months because the pandemic and then a bunch of strikes and now just kind of recovering in the box office and now the whole thing burns down. All the productions are closed. I don't think, unless they're outside of California, I think they're all closed. So forget about TV. TV's dead. They were shooting Fallout. They were shooting a bunch of things. Ardent, Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. No. Just terrible, terrible mismanagement by a Marxist and communist. Yeah. Ardent, well, now the independent producers have a shot, yeah. You'd think. I think, though, it's a part of a larger plan for China to destroy Hollywood and supplant it or take it over or, reduce its influence. JC, Sunset Boulevard is burning last I saw. Oof. I remember those places. I used to live in LA for a short time. It's kind of crazy. Indie Phantom, I did see the first Den of Thieves. It was okay. Heist rip. Carter Chain, hey, LA looks perfect for Fallout now. Yeah. How do you take down a city without firing a shot? How do you start a war? How do you take down a major American city? I mean, LA is the second biggest city in the United States. It's right after New York. Carter, hey, LA looks perfect for... Oh, I read that one. LeMay, are they going to move to the ATL? I don't know. I don't think so. If I had to guess, a lot of celebrities will move probably... Because the studio lots, as far as I know, none of the studio lots have been impacted. That would really... Like, if the Warner Brothers lot burned to the ground, I don't know what they'd do. So they're going to want to stay in the area. They're just not going to be in Palisades. I mean, it's bad. Ardent, LOL, mismanagement by evil people. That's what I said. Yeah. Yeah, but not by Satan. Satan. Even Satan is sitting in hell going, holy crap, what the hell are you people doing up there? Even Satan's not that incompetent. Joan, you want to come over here? You pissed off? I know. Joan didn't get too many WALKs this week. Because at the beginning of the week, and I didn't talk about my week, because I didn't do much this week. I did like one event at the Mullica Hill Library on Thursday, which went pretty well. I talked about publishing in South Jersey. Indie Phantom says, hey, Ardent. But I took Joan for a WALK, and Joan suddenly stopped after walking in the snow. I'm trying to keep her out of the snow. And she holds up her paw like this. Like, I can't walk anymore because I can't feel my paw. So I had to pick her up and carry her home. And she was fine, but that sort of put the kibosh on the winter walkies. Right, Joan? No more winter walkies for you. And she won't wear the booties. Putting booties on a dog? I mean, I'd rather put them on a cat. Indie Phantom, Sunset Boulevard. The fires don't stop. Well, Sunset Boulevard is a very long run. Oh, where the hell? I had... hold on. Let me... shoot. I lost one of my tabs. Let me close something. Alright, I gotta close something out there. I gotta close a couple. Okay. Still got too many tabs open. What the hell do I have over here? Oh, right. Oh, right. I know what I did. Okay. I had too many damn tabs open. Alright, I gotta close some things. Close Superfrat. I have to reopen some of these later. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to close some of my research tabs. I'll have to find them later. I'm finally gonna close that. I wanted to watch this, but I'll watch it later. Okay. Sorry, everybody. William Wallace is here. Tony D and Little Joan for the win. This won't be the only fire. 4 years of chaos is what's for dinner. We shall see. Ardent, I'm finally over my illness. Hit 500 on Twitter. Got a custom URL for my dedicated gaming channel. All right, there it is, everybody. That's over at Rumble. Ardent. Oh, and I forgot my first death threat on Twitter. Yeah, just ignore it. Just block him, though. Report him. JEC. Report him in case it's real and the cops can capture him and you can avenge your own death. JEC. It was the gays that did Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all the lesbian fire chiefs' incompetence that's doing it in LA. I don't think Gavin Newsom's gay. He's as straight as an arrow. He banged his campaign manager's wife when he was mayor of San Francisco, I believe, and had to apologize for it publicly. Uncomfortable. He is a complete psychopath, in my opinion. Indie Phantom. Heard like 60 fire trucks could not get in from Oregon because of safety regulations. I believe that's true. They are, what I heard, and I keep reading, is that Gavin Newsom keeps taking trucks from Mexico. Fire trucks from Mexico are coming across the border to help fight the fires, but they're not taking the ones from the United States. What? That's so bizarre. I don't know why you would make that distinction, but everything woke turns to S. Ardent, Indie Phantom. Apparently they were refusing help from New York City, accepting Mexican help. Yeah, that's what I heard. Ardent, hail, William Wallace. Also Ardent, oh yeah, reported and ignored by Twitter. Avenge my own death? I prefer to avenge my life. Yeah, I don't blame it. JC, Gavin is probably bi. No, I don't think so, man. To bang your own campaign manager's wife? You must be horny. You got to be pretty damn horny. William Wallace, howdy, Ardent. Ardent at JEC, LOL. Trudeau did say Newsom have each other's backs. They're not exactly the image of manliness. Broke back Parliament? JEC, looters tried to rob Kamala's house in Brentwood. You guys are getting ahead of me. Guys are way ahead of me. All right, let's all calm down. I'll show you the map. Here's the map. This is Pacific Palisades fire. JC, Gavin is so horny, he'll stick it in anything. Possibly. But this is Palisades. but it's gone way beyond Palisades. You can see this red line, or these roads are all closed. This is what is that? That highway that goes along the coast, across Malibu and stuff. Here's Santa Monica. Where did I live? I was on like the border of Santa Monica, Museum of Tolerance. I'm laughing because I keep thinking of that South Park episode. Ardent, dude, I covered the fires on my show today. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Well, we will be Carter Chain, Iconic Highway, Highway 1. Oh, okay, that's it. Where did I used to live? I used to live not far from the Man Chinese Theater, which is, it's on the border of the neighborhood. Let's see. I mean, because we weren't far from Santa Monica. Let's see. I have to punch it in. There it is. Okay, so it's not that far. See, I was over this area here. Yeah, near West Hollywood. That's the neighborhood, West Hollywood. I was like right on the border, and I was about 2 blocks away from the Chinese Theater, and that's where the fires are. And they're out here at the Getty Museum. I think they got at least that far. I think they may have gotten over here too. Ardent, the one thing that come out of this fire situation is the fact that James Woods and Mark Hamill lived in the same neighborhood. That's crazy fascinating. Well, they're in the same business, and they're in the same town, and they're kind of in the same tax bracket. You can look at it that way. LeMay, it is nice and cold where I live. We had temporary power outage. Ardent, one thing that got my attention, I mean. LeMay, where are you in LA? Is anyone here in LA? Got a front row seat to this nonsense? But that's where I was. I was kind of over here. Not that, right here. Right about here was where I used to live. I only lived there for about 2 or 3 months, and then screw that, I got out. But I bet I could see it from my old place. LeMay, Georgia. Well, you're definitely away from the fires. William Wallace. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Ardent, I'm about as far from LA as you can get and still be on the same continent. That's true. Yeah, I'm on the opposite coast. I think, we're both pretty far away. But I have friends who live in Toluca Lake. Where else do they live? Forget the other town. But I know my friend works in Santa Monica down here. And she commutes from Toluca Lake, which I think is over near Glendale somewhere, if I'm remembering correctly. I think Calabasas had some fires. I think it expanded more this way in Malibu. Looks like Malibu Canyon. I mean, naturally it would hit all the trees. Indy Phantom, I heard Hamill's place was toast. Yeah, that's gone. But James Woods' place was saved. I'll be doing a headline about that. Initially, James Woods was told his place was done. And so was Adam Carolla, but both of them, turns out, their houses, I think Carolla has like a condo or a townhouse, and it turns out both of their homes are safe. But how good is that? It's actually kind of worse when you get right down to it, because you have to look at it this way. Your neighborhood burns to the ground, except for your house. What is that going to look like in 3 months? It's also a desert, and it's going to take years to rebuild. So maybe in 3 months they clear away some of the debris, but in the meanwhile, You think there's crime rampant now? You think the cops are going to go all the way up the hill to patrol one house, even if it's James Woods? I don't think so. Ardent. Oh, I heard it been lost. Oh, I see. Mistake. No, it was. You're not wrong to report it because that's what James Woods thought, and he reported it. But then he went back, and he actually had footage right before he left his house of the flames right off his patio. So it was really close. It's a miracle his house survived, but somehow it did. I don't know if he had, like I always said, you should put your sprinkler on your roof and just turn on the sprinkler and leave, and then hope for the best. I believe there was a guy in California who did that during one of the fires, maybe like prior to the pandemic, and he saved his house. Like he put on a bunch of sprinklers and then just left, and then he came back, his house was fine. So they need something like that. William Wallace, karma pays a visit to Babylon. Ardent, Hunter Biden as well reported lost then mistaken. I don't think Hunter owns the Malibu place. I think he was renting it because didn't he get into a big beef with the landlord? JC, I saw a meme explaining they planted a bunch of eucalyptus trees around 1920, not realizing they take 100 years to mature, and when they do, they produce highly flammable toxic oil. Oops. Oh, I had not heard that. That's a crazy thing. 1920, and it takes 100 years. Oh, are you serious? That can't be true. That's way too big. Is that real? All right, let's look it up. How do you spell eucalyptus? How do you spell eucalyptus, doggy? Eucalyptus tree flammable oil. How flammable is a eucalyptus tree? Oil has a blah 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 blah. And it's still not, they're not quite 100% sure on that. So maybe, don't seem that sure. Some are saying that. But, I mean, think they'd take them out. Either way, if that was the case. That's crazy. Ardent, JC, yeah, my Aussie buddies are always telling me it's a time bomb. Really? William Wallace, I heard about the family that used their pool pump and generator to save their home. Good idea. Yeah, it's a great idea. LeMay at JC, I heard about that. Ardent, ever smelled eucalyptus oil? It's potent if it's not cut. Huh. Ardent, dwa. Joan entertains us too. Oh, daw. JC, I looked it up. They do produce a flammable oil. Ardent, there's a safety data sheet for eucalyptus in these results. Just check it. Okay. Oh, here's the AI. Highly flammable oils in their leaves that can make them burn fiercely and quickly. That's crazy. Oh, firesafemarin.org. You can make a eucalyptus tree much more resistant to ignition during a wildfire. Remove vegetation around the base, remove the limbs. Yeah, like in other words, do normal, stuff. You got to do that kind of stuff when you have gardens and trees and forest on your property. Ardent, scroll down like 3 articles. Yep. That's crazy. I didn't think that was a factor, but here's my theory. I think the Chinese want to burn down Hollywood. I really do. I mean, I think there's a lot of things they're doing to destroy Hollywood. I think this just happened to be an opportunity. Between pushing the DEI and these idiots in the Democratic Party sucking it up. especially in California. This place is a tinderbox. Ardent, yeah, but pine trees don't normally explode. That's true, unless they're struck by lightning. JC, they imported them from Australia. They tried to plant a bunch of eucalyptus plantations, not realizing they'd take a century to mature, and now they spread everywhere in Cali. Ooh, invasive species. Oh, probably. Okay, says Ardent. All right, let me get into... before we get deep into the fires, and we've already done it, let's just quick do the box office here. So number one is Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. Well, if you want an explanation why Den of Thieves 2 Pantera is number one movie, it's because it's January 10th. That's why. Nothing is released. Jerome P is here. Oh, this is one of those channels. Yes. Awesome. So yeah, Den of Thieves is released in January, and they probably dumped it to say, oh, well, we'll see how... It's not going to do well against anything else. But 15.5 million against all the other big hits that have been out for weeks. So, Ardent welcomes you, Jerome. Number two, dropping from one, Mufasa, The Lion King, 13.2 million. Number three, dropping from two, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, 11 million. Has this dropped in China yet? I think it drops this weekend. So we're at 384 million, and do we have China? No, we don't have China yet. China's going to put this over Mufasa, I think. William Wallace, I thought Den of Thieves was pretty effing awesome. This Den of Thieves or the first Den of Thieves? Nosferatu dropping from 3 to 4, 6.8 million in its third week. Doing okay. I don't know. I still didn't like it. 135 million. Just not great. Not as good as I thought it would be. I think it got oversold to me a bit. Moana 2 dropping from 4 to 5, 6.5 million. William Wallace the first. Yeah, I think I've heard the first movie is okay, at least. I don't know that I vaguely remember the first trailer, and then I watched the second trailer, and I'm like, isn't that the same exact movie? It felt like the same exact movie to me, but I didn't watch them. Ardent, LOL, is Pantera a subtitle for the Den of Thieves movie? I thought it was new Pantera music video scrolled on by. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. I guess that's the heist? JC, I hate the look of the vampire. It doesn't look like Nosferatu. 100% agree. They made him look very Turkish. He doesn't look like Bill Skarsgård at all. So why even hire him? Why put all that makeup on him and hide him? And he doesn't look like a vampire because he's got that giant mustache. You can't see his fangs. Indie Phantom. Sonic 3 underperformed in China, I heard. Already a week in. Oh. Well, that's not good. I thought that would do gangbusters there. William Wallace. It was solid. Gerard was great. Indie Phantom. Pantera sounds like Avatar. Gerard, I go back and forth with Gerard. He picks some crap movies to be in. I like them in a few. I mean, the movies that he's good in, he's good. But he's got so many crap movies. I mean, those, like, Save the President movies, they look awful. Number 6 is A Complete Unknown. In its third week. $5 million. This movie isn't doing as well as I think they expected. I mean, 50 million's nothing to sneeze at. What did it cost? No idea. Probably didn't cost that much, but it is a period piece, so I think they did a lot of CGI with, like, Manhattan streets and stuff. Indie Phantom, I just don't care about Nosferatu. I like the original silent movie, although my cinematographer friend didn't like it, and I was kind of surprised. I thought he'd be all about that. Ardent, why would you put a mustache on a vampire? You think soup getting caught in it is bad? Dun, 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 dun. Ardent, yeah, it just looks dumb. I mean, it was a different look, I'll give them that, but I was just like, why are you making him Turkish? I mean, I get it. Okay, he's from that region. That's what you're trying to do, but just didn't. And then, I don't know. The whole thing, watch my video if you want to hear me complain. Ardent, some kind of emoji alien. JC, 1970s Nosferatu is good too. I don't remember if I saw that one. I like the Vampire in Salem's Lot, which looks like, I believe that one looks like Nosferatu, if I'm remembering correctly. Number 7 is Wicked, dropping from $5 million. God, this thing's a juggernaut. I still can't believe how much money this thing's made. Almost 700 million. Not quite a billion, but Ardent, it's a drum. Oh, you're doing da-da-da. Sorry. I got no sleep last night, and I can kind of not see. William Wallace, I had a Nosferatu mask and scared the S out of my sister-in-law with it. Made her cry. It was epic. William Wallace, you're supposed to be freeing Scotland, not scaring your sister-in-law. Ardent, LOL. Number 8 is Baby Girl. That's that Nicole Kidman movie where she seduces an intern or something. Do you want to get down? Here, get down. Jones out. Jones out. As you know, I don't care for Nicole Kidman. She's not as bad to me as Natalie Portman. I can tolerate Nicole Kidman in a couple of movies, but Baby Girl looks just absolutely brutal. Indie Phantom, Herzog Nosferatu was boring in my opinion. Is that the silent one? I mean, it's silent. They're all kind of boring, except, you know, the ones that are full of stunts, like the Buster Keaton ones and Harold Lloyd. Ardent, I've been up since 4 a.m. feeling that sleep deprivation. Bug-eating weirdo Kidman? Yeah, that didn't help her with me. But even before that, I mean, she was in Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise. She was married to Tom Cruise, plays his wife in the movie, and I didn't believe her. William Wallace, LOL, I was having a case of the Mondays, and she was due. Number 9 is The Brutalist. My girlfriend really wants to see this movie. I'm not sure why. It looks okay. Adrian Brody, I think he's kind of underrated. I liked him in the Predator movie he did. Everybody hated that movie, but I liked that one. I thought he was good. 1.3 million. It's finally getting out in the theaters in its 4th week. They really slow rolled this one. It's only in 68 theaters. I think they have this one lined up for like 3 or 4 Oscars for some reason. JC, Herzog was the 70s Nosferatu. Oh. Indie Phantom, Herzog had Klaus Kidman. Herzog 1 had Klaus Kidman? Yeah, not a Kidman fan. I don't know. I definitely didn't see that one then. Ardent, Predators? It wasn't the worst. Yeah, I thought